city limits, take note of the large white building with the long single-storey window on the right-hand side. This is Carlton Villa. The house is built on the site of a Roman villa, and you can still see part of the 2,000-year-old base beneath the modern foundations. The building with the impressive two-storey smoke glass windows now in view on the right is the Red House. There has been a public house here since 1800 quality, but are rather expensive when you consider that their owners cannot live in them, are only permitted to use them for a certain number of weeks each year, and insurance is costly due to the likelihood of flooding. Over in the distance on the left-hand side, you will soon be able to see part of the city skyline. The four-turreted tower marks the position of Norman Earl of Chester, established a Benedictine abbey on the site. At this time, Chester's Cathedral was the nearby church of St. John the Baptist. But in 1541, following the dissolution of the monasteries, the Benedictine order was disbanded, the shrine estate Werburg desecrated, and the abbey became the newly created Cathedral of Christ and the Blessed Virgin. And the last abbot, Thomas Clark, became the first dean of the new cathedral. Still in the distance, but sweeping well around to the right, you will notice a tall chimney. This is Chester's lead-shot tower. Chester's clock astride the east gate. Today a symbol of Chester throughout the world, and reputedly one of the world's most photographed clocks. Building work started on Walmore Hill in 1898, but was still not quite completed at the time of Douglas's death in 1911. Over the years, Walmore Hill has seen service as a private residence, a school, and until relatively recently, the headquarters of the Cheshire Fire Service. Today, the building is split into a number of private luxury apartments. This stretch of the river is known as Dee Ford. It was the site of a Roman ford in the 1st century AD. Even today, the river here is quite shallow, and it's possible for an adult to walk across at this point without getting wet much above chest height. Coming into view now on the right-hand side is a lovely tall cream building with a red roof. This is Dee Ford House. For many years, the building stood empty and derelict until it was bought by a property developer and converted into luxury apartments. Although the building itself dates from the 19th century, the stone mullioned windows are 17th century, and to this day their origins remain a mystery. A large number of them have been converted into yet more apartments or adapted for business use. During the 1st century AD, the Romans discovered natural water springs in this area and pumped their supplies into the city via lead pipes and an aqueduct. And our modern city still gets some of its supplies from this same source. Take note now of the lovely little church perched on the hill. This is the Church of St. Paul. Built in 1830, it was extensively refurbished in 1876 by the architect John Douglas, who regularly attended worship here. Between the church and the buildings below is a barely visible lane, which goes by the strange name of Barrelwell Hill. For an explanation of this name, we need to cast our minds back to medieval times and the practice of witchcraft. Ladies under suspicion were brought to the head of the lane and tied into a barrel, which was then bowled down the hill into the river. If the lady drowned, she was deemed to be innocent and on her way to heaven. However, should she survive, she was declared guilty of witchcraft, hauled from the barrel and dragged away in chains to await her execution. It was the end of an era, and as the cart carrying the three men neared the fatal tree, the press of people forced it to a halt, and Clare, who had several times declared that he was not born to be hanged, leapt off the back, and though hampered by the irons on his legs, managed to break through the crowd. From the top of Gallows Hill, he hurtled down the slope and half running, half tumbling, plunged into the Dee, where inevitably he drowned. Clare's lifeless body was brought out of the river about 20 minutes later, and in the most brutal fashion, according to the Chester Chronicle, was strung up and turned off with the others. The city sheriffs knew their duty. The law had decreed that Clare should be hanged by the neck, and dead or alive, hanged by the neck he was going to be. The Chronicle was outraged, not by headmouth, still on the right and partially hidden amongst the trees, is a tall red brick building, very much in the style of a fairy tale castle. This was once the home of the writer Thomas Hughes, best known as the author of Tom Brown's School Days. As a member of the legal profession, Hughes moved to Chester in 1882 as a county court judge, and had this beautiful riverside mansion built, naming it Uppington House after the small town in Berkshire where he was born in 1822. Today, Uppington House has the distinction of being one of the few 19th century riverside properties to remain a single private dwelling. Just coming into view now are what appear to be some elegant Georgian townhouses. Known as Diva Terrace, they were actually built by the Victorians. Diva, meaning divine one or goddess, was the name given by the Romans in AD 41. Rowing has for many years been one of the most popular sports on the river, and as we approach some of Chester's premier rowing clubs, I wonder how many of you are aware that Chester holds the distinction of having the oldest regatta in the country, held in 1814, when about 10,000 people lined the riverbanks to enjoy a regatta in celebration of the defeat of Napoleon. The following year, when Napoleon suffered his final decisive defeat at the Battle of Waterloo, the people of Chester celebrated once again with another regatta. Cambridge didn't hold its first regatta until 1829, while Henley on Thames, generally regarded as Britain's principal rowing event, lagged way behind, only holding its first regatta in 1839. The large and elegant houses on the left-hand bank were built in the mid-1900s and make up the suburb of Queen's Park. In 1852, a private pedestrian suspension bridge was built to link the suburb with the city centre and the Church of St John the Baptist on the opposite bank. The estate agents of the day made much of the bridge in their efforts to entice wealthy Victorians into buying homes in the newly built suburb, stating that, unlike the old D bridge further downstream, the new bridge was toll-free, and for those wishing to attend Sunday service, the church was just a 2-minute walk away at the end of the span. And indeed they spoke the truth. However, in the best tradition of estate agents throughout the ages, only the positive aspects of life in Queen's Park were talked of during their sales pitch, and no mention was ever given to the fact that the bridge was actually closed on a Sunday. The present bridge replaced the original in 1923. This area of the river is known as the Grove, owing to the grove of lime trees you can see planted all along the right-hand bank. The funding for the planting of these trees was provided in the 1800s by Charles and Susanna Brown, founders of Chester's prestigious Brown's department store. Ahead of us now in the distance is the Old Sea Bridge. The original bridge was built by the Romans, but between 1279 and 1280, the timber carriageway was washed away during high tides and floods. In 1387, major rebuilding work was completed, and it is likely that this work resulted in the bridge which is present today. In 1828, the bridge was widened for pedestrian traffic, and in 1868, tolls were finally abolished. Just before the bridge is Chester Weir. To the right of the weir is the UK's only example of a weir gate. This unusual feature is a single low-level lock gate set into the weir, which can be opened to provide extra draft for boats to pass up or downstream on spring tides once the water levels on each side have equalised.